Good evening, Princess, and welcome, members of the court. We are in the line for the Grand Couvée restaurant. I do not anticipate a long wait. It is not as busy tonight. It is a fancy night, and I figure a lot of people probably didn't want to bother after coming back from the island. So hopefully it'll only be a couple of minutes. I did look at the menu. I kind of know what I want, so we will be able to we'll order everything immediately. There's a few things going on tonight. The only thing I really want to make is the show, although, I don't know, the show last night was interesting, but who knows? I will keep an open mind, which, well, okay. Yeah, I'll get it. I don't have an open mind, so I don't know why I said that. As predicted, only a 2-minute wait, maybe, so we are finally seated here in the Grand Couvée restaurant. I did, however, see a lady walking by wearing a hat, and if you remember from the daytime video, you should remember because it was probably not even 2 days ago, I was not allowed to wear a hat in here, or downstairs actually, for the breakfast service, so I don't know. I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to feel like that. Isn't this the era of equality and equal treatment and everything? So, I'm wondering, tomorrow, if I identify as a woman, can I wear my hat? All right, maybe we'll try that. Number one this evening is yellow corn soup with chopped chives. The yellow corn soup had the right flavor profile, but a little bit too brothy. It could stand to be a little heartier, a little bit thicker. So that left me slightly disappointed, but it tasted good, which is very, very weird. Let's segue into something totally random, but not very random because it happened again. A benefit of once-a-day housekeeping, you probably won't risk your stateroom attendant taking care of your room as you try to prepare for dinner, or before you prepare for dinner. That is something that has happened to me on more than one occasion. And on the lines that do once a day, it's usually in the late morning or early afternoon, which I'm never there anyway. But this evening, I arrived to get ready to come here, and yes, they're doing the turn-down service, so I had to go and wait and everything. And maybe the once a day, it's fine for me. I've never really noticed the second service. So, in fact, when they announced Royal was giving up the second service, my first question was, they do a second service? Here we have a tomato and watermelon salad with basil, feta, sourdough croutons in a sherry vinaigrette. For the tomato watermelon salad, I'm going to use a word that I hate using, but it was very refreshing. All the ingredients were quite nice and crisp, and there was no overpowering flavor, which meant each of the individual components, its flavor was allowed to come through very, very well, and I really enjoyed that. So, I mean, I would get it again, but there's other salads I would like to try, but yes, crisp and refreshing, that's how I'll describe this. Though I do have to say, a beneficial side effect of the second service was some forced downtime for me. When I got back to my stateroom the first time and they were in there, I went to the Celebrity Central and sat down. I decided to offload the footage from today, and that meant that I couldn't use the camera, I couldn't use the phone, there was nothing going on. So for about 10 or 15 minutes, I just sat there. That was it. It was a very interesting experience, especially on a cruise ship. So I kind of appreciated that. It's not that I had nothing to do, it's that I wasn't able to do anything. I was actually prevented from doing anything. Not that I don't enjoy doing this for you, Princess, but I don't know. It was nice to have a break, even a forced break. Now I want to know, why didn't I get a pillow in my chair? And FYI, the ship's time in the Royal Group app still does not update. The main event this evening is the Celebrity Signature Beef Tornadoes. All right, I don't know if I really want that. Anyway, it is a ragu with a ragu of morel mushrooms and pearl onions with roasted potatoes, haricot vert, and a black truffle sauce. I'm not really sure what a beef tornado is, but that was pretty darn good. Here's the thing. This is what we should expect as main dining room fare on pretty much every cruise line. So the fact that we have to pay a premium for, I guess, celebrity, I don't know about that. I will say this, it is on par with Margaritaville. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said this is as good as the food I had on Margaritaville at sea. And I do need to get back on Royal to try the new dining room menus. I've heard. Anyway, it is time to order dessert, and I will be having the warm apple crumble a la mode, and that is served with Tahitian vanilla ice cream. So yes, I cannot read with these on, so that is this. Princess, my advice to you, never get old. We are trying to solve that problem. We really, really are, but in case we don't, just do what you can. Live every day as if it's your next to last. Ooh, I like that advice. We are waiting for dessert, and I think this has taken a long time. I think I was seated at about 7 o'clock, and it's 8:30 now, so we're pushing 90 minutes. That is actually more time that I really want to devote to dinner. So I get the people who just go to the buffet. I have not actually scoped out the dinner buffet on this sailing, so maybe we'll go and do that right now to see if that's an option. Don't know that I want to spend this much time. I will. The new experience, I'm still into the new experience thing, but I understand why people are kind of griping about the length of the MDR service, which is very weird because you would think they would want to turn these tables a lot faster because then they could devote less space to the dining room, which is kind of I don't want to say a waste of space, but it could be more efficiently utilized. All right, well, I'm still waiting for my dessert, and still waiting. But silly me, that just means tomorrow we're going to do a speed run. I think I already described it, but this is the warm apple crumble with what I presume is vanilla ice cream. Wait, they didn't ask. Why are they assuming my ice cream preference? Okay, the warm apple crumble was great. I really wish I could stay, but I really need a bio break, so I'm just gonna, chug the rest of it. Not an example. And, okay, bye. See, I missed majority rules. Aye. All right, well, I'm still on a mission. All set and refreshed. However, I was left something in my stateroom. I presume a lot of guests get it, but given the other events of, the daytime, I don't know. Well, here's what I got. A single rose. So, does this mean my belle will be arriving soon? Because now I just kind of want to break down. Well, breakdown averted, not a lesson. I actually don't even remember what this is, but cheers. I don't know why they still use these glasses on cruise ships, because I've spilled it like 3 times. And the ship's not even moving very much. In the theater, we are going to see Cosmopolitan, an Olympic postcard adventure to enlighten the senses. Wow, what a description. I'm kind of boxed in. This is not a place where I can make a getaway. I think they said recording is encouraged in this show, so here we go. Nice show. I definitely get the distinct vibe. I don't know whether it's a celebrity thing or not, given this is my first cruise. It's, you can tell the show itself is a bit dated. It might even be from the ship's inaugural back in 2009? I don't know. Because the segment on New York did not mention abandoned storefronts or shoplifting or pushing people onto the subway tracks once, so they're a little bit out of date on that. Anyway, the comedy show starts in 15 minutes, so I don't know, maybe I will get a drink and head back in. That dinner, yeah, I guess that dinner took a lot longer than I thought. All right, we'll make do, we'll figure it out. Well, that was comedienne Monique, a very entertaining show, a Miami native who lives in Hollywood, so I can't actually tell if she's super based or just knows how to play the audience. Either way, she managed to, well, talk about Dead or Alive and farm stores. So, either way, I love her. Well, not in that way, but she's a fantastic comedian. So, maybe she's out there. It seems like the ship is not very late, but what there is goes late. Like they're in Quasar, on the schedule is only like 45 minutes starting at 10 o'clock, but it's after 11:30 and they're still doing the Latin party. That's awesome. It's great. There's still people in there enjoying it. I think there is a DJ or a party up in Skyline. We'll eventually get there. Let's take a stroll through the casino. There was free play earlier, like $5. I don't know. Well, it seemed like it was open to anybody. Maybe they'll do that tomorrow and I'll cash it in. I did not do that on my last couple of Royal cruises, and I regret it. Who knows what could have happened. So just to compare our last experience, Disney Wish had a lot of stuff going on until it stopped, like around midnight. Here, there's things that are just sort of happening. I'm just gonna walk around deck. There's a lot of people out. I wonder if the masked grill is open. Then there's supposed to be a, well, late night in the Sky Lounge. Why not the Quasar, which looks more clubby? There was a deck party earlier. It was the silent DJ party, but that is over. And I think the only thing on the schedule is Sky Lounge. But it's weird. There's like people everywhere, and it's giving me a strange vibe. Grand Theft Auto. Yes, that's what it feels like. Grand Theft Auto. People just kind of milling about because there's nothing else around them. Like Havana. That was the last time I really got that vibe. You probably can't see it. I guess it's just a black screen, but there are the lower keys, which is why I still get full 5G service. And yes, from the 2010s, she gets a pass. I guess this is as good a time as any to follow up on a conversation from a few videos ago about Disney and their inability to admit they were wrong. It's a thing. It's not something special or unique to the whole Weedy Queek situation. Disney not admitting faults is a thing in the Disney community. They will never ever admit they were wrong. No matter what it is, they will just clam up and pretend it didn't happen or come up with some other, I don't know, positive spin on it. But so when I say Disney will never admit that they lost with the whole Weedy Queek battle, that's just how they are. And it's been that way for a very, very long thing. Ask any Disney fan and they'll tell you the same thing. So don't expect them to, I don't know, be the slightest bit contrite about this situation. They're just going to, honestly, at this point, it seems they're just pretending it never happened. I mean, it did. We all know it did, but they're just not even going to acknowledge it. That's how they cope. The copium flows hard over in Burbank. The last party is in the Skyline or Sky Lounge. 18 and over. I was not carded. Here's the question for the evening. Why do all DJs sound the same when they're speaking to the crowd? They all have the same intonation, evocation, not I would say monotony, but the same speech patterns. Really, you can't tell one from the other. I would really appreciate it. It would be very refreshing if a DJ would just sort of come along with a nice, soft English accent and talk to the crowd. That would be absolutely shocking. Well, there you go. If you're an aspiring DJ, that's your shtick. Just do something different. Don't talk like every other DJ. We lose an hour because of the idiot politicians from decades ago. Different idiot politicians, although idiot politicians, whatever. A timeless feature of politics. Gonna go grab a small snack. I don't want to go too overboard. It is a sea day, my favorite. So that'll be our first experience. Our first celebrity sea day. That's what we're looking forward to. Something different and new all day tomorrow. Tonight was fun. The comedian was great. Dinner took a while longer. I'm still really getting used to the vibe. It is different. That's what I was hoping for. Are they as I expected? Yes, no, maybe. And that confusion is why I do this too much. I know. Ooh, well, sorry. I'm on deck. It's after midnight. I am thankful for my problems.